Hello, welcome to Inside Yale Athletics, sponsored by Under Armour. I'm Noah Finns, and throughout the school year, I'll be bringing you interesting stories about all the teams, athletes, and coaches, stories you can't get anywhere else. And what better way to open it up than go inside Yale football on their first game day.
Start of another great season, I think, with Yale football, and sky's the limit. I think this year we got the talent, we got the bullets. We just got to put it all together this year, and I think obviously the end goal is Ivy League champions.
I believe in the process. I'm mentally and physically tough. I can be passionate, overcome any challenge. I stand tall alongside my family at all times. Challenge my brother, believe in him, and hold him accountable. As I create my own path, I always put the team for myself. I strive for excellence on and off the field. I hold myself to a higher standard. I am a Yale football player.
One play at a time. Let's go, baby.
It's amazing. I mean, especially here, it's a special tradition along with Yale football. So they're coming out that tunnel, the drilling's pumping. There's no greater feeling, honestly, I've ever had experience at Yale. Having that sign before we go out into the tunnel just changed your complete mentality. No matter what's going on at that point in time, as soon as you tap that board and go underneath that tunnel, everything changes. It's game time. You just put one play right after the other.
You ready, baby? Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
I just wanted some cool pants for the tailgate for the game, so I just typed in Bulldog pants. I had to scroll a little bit, and I got some, and they say woof, like the dogs say woof. So there you go.
Family! Charlie! Push me. Oh, he crushed it. Yeah!
Yeah, that was a great start for us. We basically drew that up like it was our like practice. We came out, got the quarterback in an uncomfortable situation.
Pick it! Go!
Offense came and punched it right in. It was really looking like what we think the game should look like as far as potential. Defense comes out, makes plays, offense capitalizes.
Touchdown, Yale on the play.
Let's go, Yale!
Next play! Let's go! Next play! Come on, Yale, make them pay. In it.
Just the smell of the green grass and just seeing football, seeing guys hit each other, just being back in the bowl. It's great.
Yeah, the great thing about this team right here is special because they all play for each other. And no matter what the final score is, no matter who we're playing next week, they always want to make sure they don't let their teammates down. So the energy is always going to be through the roof. That's one thing I don't have to ask much for you guys, is that they're always going to come out and fight for the family. And as soon as we got on the field next week, I know these guys are going to bring a ton of energy, and we're going to come, obviously improve everything we can improve this season.
It's a Lager. Down, nice. That's it, Lager. Sit, Johnny.
Something new this year, Yale's relationship with Under Armour. The sports apparel and equipment company is partnering with some of the most prestigious university sports programs in the country, and now Yale is included, having all of its teams outfitted by Under Armour. Recently, at a party in Manhattan, the company unveiled the football uniforms, for 3 of its newest editions.
Partnering with a brand like Yale elevates our brand to a different level in a different way that some of the bigger programs do.
Which made this night a big one for Under Armour and Yale. With the help of ESPN's Hannah Storm, Under Armour announced its newest partner schools.
The highlight of the day, the big reveal, Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Yale, Under Armour. Here we go, 2016.
It's the new Yale football uniform, and I know what you're thinking. It doesn't look that much different from the old one, which is by design.
We wanted to celebrate that tradition, and we really wanted to tap into that and look at the historical pictures behind the model here and really be pure and classic with our approach. And so we kept it really tame, really smart, and perfect for the Ivy League.
The Under Armour design team spends months doing campus visits, research, interviewing athletic department staff, all to get the right look for every uniform.
We actually spend time with every sport and make sure that we listen to the needs of the equipment staffs, we listen to the needs of the athletes, we listen to the coaches, and ensuring that we're making sure that we deliver on our promise of making athletes better.
Everything down to the shoes.
What they're wearing now, that's our speed form. It's called a Spotlight cleat. That Spotlight cleat is our lightest, fastest speed cleat we've ever done, and it has a really aggressive graphic with this really shiny silver material. So we're trying to balance tradition, but also having the ability to elevate kind of some sophistication and swag.
But what is most important? Performance. And Under Armour makes a promise to give all athletes wearing their logo an athletic advantage.
Everything that we make has to have innovation at its core. Because our athletes need to be better than the others when they take the field. They have to have that competitive advantage. And so on this uniform here, you can see there's this texture. This is called Armour grit fabric. And as uniforms have gotten smaller and tighter, the uniform has had to have more stretch, because the smaller they get, the more restrictive they are. So companies have built in more stretch. This fabric here has zero stretch. The idea is that when you go to grab the jersey, you can't grab it. And that gives the guys an advantage on field, whether you're a lineman, or a receiver running down the field. So that technology alone makes this garment better than anything on the field now. Also, it's lighter, it dries faster, and it breathes.
The athletes, they're really impressed with all of the gear, they're getting, as well as all of the gear that they're going to be wearing on the field. The student athletes are excited, the coaches are excited, the staff is excited, and I can't believe it's here. And can't say enough good things about the quality of the shoes, the quality of the apparel, and they're rolling out the red carpet for everybody within our department, so it's all good.
How about trading in that Yale uniform for one with your country's colors? These past summer games in Rio continued a long trend of Yale athletes competing in the world's largest sports venue, the Olympics. Through the years, over 200 Yale athletes have competed in the Olympics, 8 Bulldogs in these past games. Kate Grace, class of 2011, was the only woman from the U.S. to qualify for the 800-meter finals in track and field. A couple of former Bulldogs participated in men's heavyweight crew. Tom Detlefs, class of 2012, was an alternate, and Charlie Cole, class of 2007, was part of the men's 4 that finished 7th overall. Ashley Brozowicz, class of 2004, was a crew alternate for Canada. Catherine Miller, who was in the class of 2017, represented Brazil in fencing. Yale was well represented in sailing, with Thomas Barrows, class of 2010, teaming up with Joe Morris, class of 2012. Stu McNaid, class of 2005, also represented Team USA in sailing.
We're extremely proud of the tradition that our athletes have in continuing to make it to the Olympic level of competition. We are very, very proud of these young people and their accomplishments.
Traveling abroad has become a theme for the volleyball team. After finishing their freshman year, 4 members of the volleyball team decided to do an intensive course overseas, studying at the very prestigious London School of Economics.
It was a great experience. I'm really happy that we kind of pushed ourselves to do something that we don't usually do.
No, it's not every day college athletes enroll in a summer program at the London School of Economics. Kate Aikenhead, Kate Swanson, Gray Malias, and Kelly Worth took the advice of senior captain Tori Shepard, who did it 2 years ago.
Well, I loved it so much. I think I was forcing it on people. It's you have to do this program. It's so much fun.
Fun, but not without challenges. It's a semester's worth of work crammed into 3 weeks.
It was very intensive every single day, lots of reading. If you miss a lecture, you kind of fall behind, so you have to stay on top of things, yeah.
While they found time to work out together, this trip wasn't about volleyball more than anything. It was exposure to a new world and plenty of culture.
That was the first time I had been in Europe, and it was a very interesting time to go abroad, with everything happening over there, but I think I learned just as much from the other students, the international students there. I had such interesting first-person examples of what was going on in their world.
It was a good balance. I mean, I think the program it's a difficult program, but at the same time, it really allows you, it gives you the time to travel and really explore London. And I think that's super important doing an abroad trip.
They came home closer to one another, which they say translates to improved chemistry on the court. The way they look at it, there was time for volleyball, taking in some culture, and intense studies, all consistent with their mission.
Our team GPA has been above a 3.3 for the last 10 years in a row, and we've won 7 Ivy championships during that time frame. So it's really encouraging for me as a coach, knowing that my players are getting it done on the court, obviously, and then obviously as well in the classroom. And they're really proud of the fact that they go to school here at Yale. They love that.
That's going to do it for this week's installment of the Inside Yale Athletics. Thanks for tuning in, and tune in next week for something new. Until then, we'll see you on campus.